What's good? What's good, y'all? My 11 o'clock client canceled on me schedule, so I got a little time to talk to y'all today. Hold on a second. Let me turn y'all around so y'all can see me. Boom. It's your man Rico the opinionist. Okay, I'm gonna walk this slowly. Okay, y'all got a minute? Hope y'all got a minute. Come on in. Let me give y'all a minute to come in. But while I wait on y'all to come in, let y'all know that I have my book for sale still. It's a PDF format. It's in PDF. It's on the YouTube channel as well as my Facebook. Want to click on the link or just hit your boy up on Cash App, $10. It's only $10, and please send me an email address. Let you know it's for the book. I call it a short story because it's only like 50 pages of me talking about the greatest pain ever felt. Conversation with an absent biological father who didn't want to be found. And so that whole thing, the whole emotional roller coaster of that. Yeah, hit your boy $10 on the Cash App. Please send me an email address, and I'll email the PDF formatted short story. And I really appreciate it in advance. I also have a PayPal, and Cash App. If you're cool with me, fool with me, shout out to Raider J in Memphis. Legendary DJ, club promoter, DJ in Memphis, Tennessee. So let me get to it. We received the news of 1/3 of the group Migos and breakout star, and in my opinion, the best rapper of the trio, and the newly formed Takeoff and Quavo duo, Takeoff, was shot and killed Halloween night. So I guess something like that, right? November 1st, and this is November 2nd. And I have to do my little research and listen to what everyone else is saying and see if there's anything being said that's different. But it's always said when these black rappers die. It's still that, we need to stop this killing. Black men are dying. He had a family. He had loved ones. And I'm not saying it to be disrespectful or condescending. I'm saying it because I'm over it. Number one, it's about 15 to 16 million black men in America. Those few rappers that died do not represent us, those of us in the tens and 15 millions. They do not represent us. So please stop saying, black men are dying. Black men kill each other every time a rapper dies. I don't accept that. I rebuke that. Because they don't represent us. But let me say this really quickly about, I guess, the rapper Takeoff. I didn't know him. But he was my favorite out of that group, though. He was the most talented. I liked his rhyme flow. I liked his rhyme scheme. His cadence reminded me of a Memphis. He sounded like he could have been a Memphis rapper. But that's about it. That's as much as anybody knows, unless you was friends with him or you're related to him. But I guess those of you who bought their music. And I like Migos as a group because they sounded different. But they pushed the same products, pills, beefs, like everybody else. So I hate, and then the stories that come out, they're different. You got these black dudes worth millions or hundreds of thousands, and they're still somewhere shooting dice, or even around a dice game at 2 a.m. near a bowling alley or wherever they were. They were at an event and all that. And so, and there are pictures coming out where Takeoff was pretty much minding his own business, and an argument allegedly broke out, and just like little bitch ass dudes, most of these rappers and rap crews are, and gang members are, they pulled out a gun instead of just having words and everybody come away alive. People used to get mad at Tommy Sotomayor. He used to say, well, there's more than 3 I shall not be. He meant like black folks or N-words. And it's something that we do not want to address in the black community. I'm going to get to that in a minute. You know, what is it? You know, you got rich black men still behaving like street corner niggas. You got millions of dollars. You're extremely famous, but you still trying to be cool. But also, let's move on. Let's go. Let's something else that came out in these various videos. There's a video going around when Quavo was allegedly. I saw the video. He was riding around. Yeah, when they're Fifth Ward. Y'all know how we do it. And so I thought people were saying, don't tell your locations no more. I thought people have been saying it when people like PNB Rock was murdered and somebody, who else is telling their location? That little rapper accidentally showed his location. They what was out of New York. We woke you the boy. It's woke down the killer. It almost sound like that. He didn't get a chance to see his CD come out. He went shopping and accidentally put his address out and so I didn't understand when I saw that video of Quavo after the death come out where he was riding around the car. Well, I guess him and his friends saying, y'all know what this is. You know, I'm a poor man, a working class cat, and I don't want to be around niggas like that. But let's go back though. When I was young though, I came up in the hood in the inner city. I didn't hang out with street dudes. I didn't hang out in the streets. I walked past them and went to my job. They paid me $3.35 an hour. Shout out to what's that, Big Star. Shout out to Western Sizzler Steakhouse and all the places I've ever worked. To get past that. My brother the same way. He didn't. My brother was a little more familiar with the street dudes, but he wasn't like a street dude. He just hung out because we were a lot of cats. It was like in the streets in my neighborhood. We all rode the bus in the 5th grade and 6th grade together. So, just friendship based on that. But I wasn't the kind that just hung out like that because, But it's interesting. I hear the rappers always rap about, man, I'm gonna get my mama out the hood, man, buy my mama a house. You get all this money to try to make life better for your mama. But you go take your ass right back down there. What is this need to be made to still be cool by a bunch of street thugs, gang members, and shitheads? When we rich. It's the weirdest thing. And so, according to reports that are coming out, he wasn't involved in it. As a matter of fact, more reports come out and said that poor Takeoff was shot by his own people. His own members of his own entourage. They shoot like these little young punk ass dudes do. They shoot the gun like they waving a flag. And so he get hit not once, twice, allegedly, reportedly. There are videos supposedly of him, bleeding out, being shot, and being carried by his uncle Quavo. I don't know. I haven't seen one of those videos. I don't really think I care to see it. But it seems like there's a bloodthirst, a lust to see people's death pictures. And it's fine, I guess, for evidence, for research. But, I'm just, The watermelon, Arizona, delicious. And so, as I go over this, I'm thinking here we go with the hashtags and shit every time. And it's to the point where I don't have any feelings or hurt feelings about when a Negro rapper dies. I just don't. I feel the same way about when a little gang member dies, a drug dealer, anyone who does harm to my race. I don't have any sympathy for them there when they die. I don't. And I've been like this since I was little. This is nothing new. Y'all talking, Charles White didn't start this feeling in the black community. I've always felt like this. Because I just don't understand. Maybe because I grew up in domestic violence. I had to watch a drunk uncle be mean and verbally and physically abusive to those of us in the family. So when he got hit by a truck one time, I was like, good, God has finally answered the prayers. It's this my brother, he was crying though. I wasn't. I was like, chicken come home to roost don't make me sad, it make me glad. Shout out to Malcolm X. And this is not about, and I don't want anybody to be hurt by this, because, you know, no, they got family. These rappers got family and friends. Guess what? When they sign a contract to do deals with that devil, they ignore that I have a family. They ignore that the black community wants to live in a safe space. When these little bastards join these gangs, when a little dude decides he want to sell dope, they ignore that we have families. They ignore that we have little girls and little sons that we want to send to school every day without them shooting up shit. And when these rappers decide to sell their souls or trade their immorality for money with these Jewish-owned companies, and then these Negro-managed little half-ass record labels, and the first thing they do once they sign on, they turn on the black community with the lyrics and the images of homosexuality and violence towards other black folks, and calling each other bitches all day long, and offering up violence and fighting toward one another, and allowing other outside people to have them into beefs and crap like that with other black men now. So when they put this product out here, I'm supposed to feel sad that one of them loses his or her life. Well, it's just usually his, because none of the black female rappers who rap and talk crazy, they're not dying in the streets. If anything, they're trying to out-twerk each other. Yeah. You had Megan Thee Stallion and that little cute young Miami offer to have a sex date with each other. Young Miami asked Megan Thee Stallion, so you like girls? You know, I like what I like, Megan Thee Stallion. She said, you a F me? And then Megan Thee Stallion like, yeah, they just giggle. So that's their beef. Who gonna let who be the dominant one when they get in the bedroom? That's what their argument was. But these young black males get involved in rap music, they get involved in gangs, they get involved in drug dealing. They ain't no more good. And those who live around them are no more good, because they make our life pure hell. And then when they die, people have the nerve to try to, describe them as being human beings and try to paint some humanity with them. But when they were alive and kicking and doing their thing, they didn't think of none of us as being human beings. Did y'all hear what I just said? So we got to change our thinking. So I don't have that kind of sympathy, and I don't mourn for when these Negro rappers die. I just don't. He might have been a real nice dude to his parents. He probably was. But the thing is, I don't care who he is. Y'all name him. I don't mourn them. I don't miss them. Because I don't think God is working fast enough to rid our race of the foolishness. Because we're not doing it as a race. We're not ridding these dumbasses out of our. We're not getting rid of them. They have to they're taking themselves out, because black folks, and particularly black men, are standing around watching these damn fools just act a clown. All because they've been paid off by some type of Jewish or white-owned corporation called hip-hop. And so they get to run wild because they have money, and all of us got to suffer in silence while they wreak mayhem on our community and our race. So no, I'm not. It's just another one gone. But it's not, it's fucked up. So now we got these old head rappers on there, man, we need to stop this killing, crying and shit. But how come y'all ain't crying and shit when young black men trying to do right and get caught up in the foolishness? You don't cry, every time somebody speaks up for the black race, like a Kanye or a Kyrie Irving or whatever, y'all ain't crying, and trying to support them. You're not doing that. But soon one of these rappers who ain't meant our race no good, all of a sudden these grown-ass 45, 50-year-old Negroes out here shedding tears for that. And by the way, y'all, you can feel mournful. You can shed tears wherever you want to. I'm not here. I'm talking about my opinion, because I'm over that. The people that I weep for, the men who've died that I weep for, people like Jesus Christ. The people like Malcolm X, people like Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Nat Turner. Those are the men that I weep for. And the men that I worry about, Kanye, Kyrie, any black man that dares to stand up to speak truth to actual power. Those are the black men that I am worried about. Those are black men that I support. I don't give a damn about these little street thug, drill, trill fucking rappers. I don't. Because they don't give a shit about me. They don't care about black men like me. They don't care about any black man or black teenage boy who trying to go to work, do right, go to work, go to school, not act like a nigga, not be a thug, not be a part of that funded foolishness. They don't care nothing about us. So why the fuck should I care about what happens to them? Do you understand what I'm saying? And I don't. So I don't need my timeline filled up with all these rest in peace shit. You know, how come we can't live in peace, goddammit? You know, how about some living in peace? Damn that rest in peace. And we don't know if that when someone dies, if it's restful or not, or peaceful or not. But I know one damn thing is for sure. A lot of people are not able to live in peace because of the music they put out is influencing the youth to be negative and stupid and gay and ragged as a motherfucker. Violent towards other blacks. Their music don't influence them to be violent towards another race or another group or another sexual orientation. Their music influences young black kids to be violent towards other blacks. And I don't give a fuck. Yeah, please don't tell me. You know, hey, well, you know, them rappers, they got children. They got, guess what? We all got fucking kids. We all got that. So if you expect for me to care that you are a father, or you're an uncle, or you're a big brother, you act like you care that I'm a father. You act like you care that I'm an uncle. You act like you care I'm a brother or a nephew, damn it. You can't, no, it works both ways. So, and also you fathers out there, mothers, when your son come to you and say, you know what, I want to throw away my life possibly, because I don't want to grow up to be a college professor. I don't want to grow up to be a neuroscientist. I don't want to grow up to be a medical doctor. I don't want to grow up to be a college president. I don't want to grow up to be a biologist. I don't want to grow up to be an inventor of something great. I want to be a rapper. When they tell you that, you know, you need to let them know. Well, son, let me go ahead and take this insurance out on you because you ain't going to make it at 30. If you're trying to get in this current rap game, you are not going to make it. Now, you can make it. I will say this. You can make it in this rap game if you don't be a nigger. Now, if you be a nigger, you're not going to make it. But if you rap like, you know, like Will Smith, Flo Rida, all these, no, those rappers, no, like Hammer did back in the day. You know, even he's a cool rapper like Eric B, like Rakim the God. You know, rap about moving our people forward. You'll still be alive. You can live to be 80. You ain't gonna make as much money unless you go to the pop side of rap music. But if you stay on the nigga side, well, you ain't gonna live to be 28 or 30. Just look around you. How all these rappers just dying because of street playing dice, getting shot. They ain't making to no damn 30. No 25. They all young dudes. And even as we speak, some young knucklehead is lining up to take that rapper's place. We just saw what just happened. Let me tell you how stupid it is, these young black boys. It's like a dude. It's like a chick telling you, look, a chick with a fat ass, thick thighs, fat titties. And she tell a room full of black dudes, hey, I got full-blown AIDS. Do you know One Negro after a Negro will still be in there will be busting. Even that last dude, to see all them dudes that hit this chick, and they got full-blown AIDS, he'll still hit. For some reason, he don't think he'll catch AIDS. All he knows is the little mama thick, and he still gonna bust on them. That's how it is these young niggas is rap. All these young dudes that's dying, you still got these young fuckers lined up to be trying to be the next best thing in rap music. So let you know there's a mental illness going on. Y'all right here talking about Kanye said slavery is a choice. Well, it sounds like dying is a choice for these young Negroes that's getting into rap music. Sound like that's a choice to me. Yeah, y'all worry about the wrong things. Yeah, black men, you don't want to unite when a black rapper dies. Man, we need to get together. Man, we need to stop this. No. Need to stop this way before they decide to become rappers. Why don't some of y'all be some dads to some of these little bastards? How about that? That helps. And I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times. This rap music that's out keeps black men in a perpetual boyhood. See, yeah, these dudes are 25 and 28 and 30, but they still act like 15-year-olds. What the hell is an intelligent, supposed to be grown-ass man with $1 million in the bank or worth $10 million anywhere shooting dice in the streets? Anywhere. Now, I know it probably wasn't him dying over the dice game. It was an argument, reportedly, and all of that. But you got grown-ass black dudes that's supposed to be rich, still doing nigger things, then expect a different, a different outcome. There's something wrong with the black community. Keep saying it. But we don't want to fix it. We just want to put teddy bears and shit, fucking up people's neighborhood with them old regular-ass teddy bears from Family Dollar Tree. That shit gets on my nerves too. Fucking up somebody's life hold, them dust-ass teddy bears and ugly-ass, cheap-ass balloons. All because that gets on my nerves. Yes, yeah, that every time I see that gets on my damn nerves. Because I look at stuff that can be prevented. But we don't never want to prevent shit. So, don't make a black rapper dying about black men. It's about them and how they was raised. Who raised them? Hell. Don't associate me with these little terrible human beings. Or barely humans. And they put out an image. Now, and so I know. Well, you know, Rico, Kanye telling you who the rep labels are, who they owned by, yeah. But you still make a choice to sign your name on that dotted line and sell your soul so you can sell poison to your own people. And please, don't give me that bullshit about growing up poor. Look, we all grew up poor. But how were you raised while you was poor? I grew up poor, goddammit. But my single mother, had enough morality and dignity and decency about her that she instilled in us. So poverty, even being poor on food stamps and welfare and some hungry nights, that still didn't make me go out and turn on my race by selling us drugs, by gangbanging, and then if I were to become a rapper back then, rap about killing other blacks and making life pure hell for other blacks. And that's what these rappers do. So they're pretty much taking each other out. Oh, hold on a minute, let me go across here. So, and just doing childish shit. Because they're nothing but 35 and 45-year-old grown-ass children. A lot of these black male rappers are nothing but grown-ass children who ain't used to shit. You got 45, y'all around here trying to give power to motherfuckers, rappers. The power is those who you don't see, who own the rappers. You want to know who own the rappers? Let them say something about Jews or homosexuals. Then you'll see who owns them. You can say what you want to say about rappers. That don't make them go down. They don't make them lose no money. That don't make them disappear. No more, not on the charts. Their music is not being played anymore. Say what they want to say about black folks. But even the rappers know who got the power. And it's not a Negro rapper. Again, if I had a son who wanted to rap, I would say, son, I hope you become like a rapper like Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff, or like Eric B. Rakim, or like the Jungle Brothers, De La Soul. I become a rapper that spreads good cheer and educate and push artistry and push intelligence while we're dancing and having fun, and push the need to feed off of knowledge. Now, if you want to become one of these little drill, trill, thug, hate your black race rappers, well, you get the fuck out of here. You ain't got to buy me none with that ill-begotten money you get. Because I already made my living. I'm a man. I don't need your rap money. If there was my child. You know. So the question is, can these Negro rappers be redeemed? Well, that's a choice too if they want to be. They can go back and accept that if they start acting like men of God or godly men or grown men, that devil's going to come after them. They decide to break that contract with that devil and start doing right for their race and their people. Look at the history of Malcolm, Marcus, Martin, Medgar, Denmark Vesey, Nat Turner, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. You know, check out when they spoke up for the race. A lot of us don't want that real work. We don't want that real smoke. We don't want to do that. So we take the cheap way out, the easy way out. You know, turn on our own race. And I don't like that. So I don't mourn that. And then, of course, you will have all the people, well, you know, people's situations that have changed. People's situations, you don't know how they grew up. We all grew up kind of similar. If you black, goddammit, we grew up kind of similar. There's such thing as a black middle class and a black elite and all that, yeah. But the mass of us grew up on the food stamps, the welfare, and the foolishness around us. And it's a choice you make. Am I still going to, like Tupac said, be that road that grows through the concrete? Or am I going to come on up and let my environment, my ratchet environment, define me as a man and as a young adult? We have that choice. And I'm over it. I'm sick of it. You know, again, this brother Takeoff in real life with his family, oh no, it might have been a real cool dude, but he just chose the wrong line of work and hung around the wrong group of men. And a lot of our young men don't have any men to be around. They're around each other. Sound like a bunch of emotional, single mother raised, ratchet single mother raised, emotional, mean-spirited, jealous-hearted, undisciplined, low morality having little bastards. And that's how they are. I've never seen such a generation of jealous Negroes in my life. Most of these young Z-millennials, tight pants, tattooed up, cartoon shirts wearing motherfuckers, with their dreads and girl hairstyles, with these motherfuckers that wear bangs around their head with their dreads. These are the weirdos. And pants sagging with tight ass pants. These little fuckers, these zillennials and the bulk of the millennials, these unraised, unfathered, single mama, mean auntie, wild ass grandma raised ass boys, absent everybody. That's out here doing this dumb shit. So I would say to you mothers out here, you females out here, why don't y'all respect God more? Why don't y'all respect children more? And we choose to have a baby, why don't you do it with a husband and a man who wants you first, then who wants something, who will want something to come out of your body? Because all of it ties in. Now, Rico, what's that got to do with him being murdered? All of it ties in. They say there's an argument between a bunch of supposedly grown ass black men, 2 o'clock in the morning. They may not, I don't know if they was playing dice or not, around that kind of shit. That player has a lot to do with it. You know, these undisciplined ass don't have no care about human life. They just pulling guns out and shit because they bitches. They don't have any conversation because they dropped out of school, or they're probably one of that huge population in the black race that say, man, fuck school, man, get their money, man. Well, you're right, get the money. We need the money. But also we need education so we can learn how to talk, how to read, how to articulate, how to think ourselves out of a wet paper bag. So, motherfuckers getting hating on education. This is your result when you decide to say fuck school. Yes, school got some foolish going on, but one thing school has is that one or two good teachers who support you, and they have a full library in all these damn schools. So I'm just over I'm over the damn excuses. And again, female, I'm talking about my race. I don't care what anyone else is doing. But I don't see no Hispanic rappers right here getting into it, shooting each other. They rap out cussing, they say nigga and stuff and all that. But you don't see Miguel going against Javier. Ain't no damn dice game. They break out the shoot. Or nowhere. Y'all ever notice that? Even the white rappers, they cussing and talking about gang shit and all that, but they ain't around here dying. It's just these stupid Negroes. I know this is not something new. Y'all hearing it from me. It's something that we all know, and we don't say nothing about it. But we try to give these people power that they don't have. They ain't nothing but goddamn performers. You know what they perform for? White folks. They're a bunch of tattooed up, tight pants, wearing ugly dreads with blonde hair ass niggas. Blonde in their motherfucking head, like girls. You expect intelligent thought to come out of this group of dudes? Hell no. Attitude having ass young niggas. Because they weren't raised by nobody. And a lot of them companies broken single mothers home, but she chose to have babies without a father for these boys. Excuse me, y'all. And that's what you have. We around here mad at the wrong things. Who cares that Kanye said slavery was a choice? I don't give a fuck. But you know what is an actual choice? Single motherhood. She chooses the thug while she's poor and ain't no goddamn birth control. And then she chooses to have a baby in a fucking rat trap called a ghetto. And then that child, boy or girl, has to figure out on his own or her own how to survive out of this bullshit the first 12 years of their life. And from 13 on, they on their own. A lot of these little black babies on their own at 4 and 5. But we worried about Kanye's. He said it was a choice. I'll tell you something wrong with our race. We picked the wrong thing on purpose because it's easy. Yeah, what about these chicks choosing thugs, choosing nothing ass dudes to have a baby by because you think he got $2 or you think he's fine? Choosing not to be on any kind of fucking birth control. And then you choose to have a baby in the ghetto. You choose to have a baby while you're poor. You choose while you don't have a man in sight. And that's what happens. You raise old weak ass, insecure, underdeveloped, undisciplined ass boys who fight and put out guns on the argument in a fucking dice game, or join a gang, or sell dope. That's what you have. So when we gonna start addressing the elephant in the room? Hell, don't tell me about father absenteeism. They can't be absent unless she picks a motherfucker who don't plan to be there to have a baby by. Did y'all know that? Yeah. I don't want to hear about no damn father. But these fathers need to stay with their families. So first of all, a family ain't a family is not a chick you knock down after the club. And she chooses not to be on birth control. She chooses not to be married, get a husband. That's what that's the damn problem. That's the unforgivable sin. Not Kanye saying, we say slavery was a choice. Even what he said about George Floyd, repeated what other people been saying. That ain't my issue. My issue is why do we continue to just stand by and watch these young girls and these grown ass black women have babies in the ghetto? Why do we do that and don't say nothing about it? That's how you raise that's how these black rappers came about, from that situation, most of them. Well, Rico, there's some of them that came from 2-parent households. Well, that means they chose to ignore what the 2 parents are trying to teach them so they can be niggas. So if something happen to them like they get taken out, I don't care. You mean you gonna choose to ignore good advice, a good upbringing, just so you can fit in with niggas? You stupid fucker. You choose to be an asshole. You're going to choose to be a dirtbag. You're going to choose to be satanic. You're going to choose all that shit. You know how tough it is to choose to do right? We get all the problems, not y'all. Yeah, the problem is choosing to be decent, choosing to be upright, choosing to have some kind of God-fearance or reverence. That's the real shit out here. Being a little thug and a little nothing-ass Negro, that's easy. Yeah, you literally get them by the dozen now. So, Rico, what's it got to do with Takeoff losing his life? Well, him losing his life is just a continuous succession of people making these old weird ass choices. And even in what work you decide to do, how it impacts others. No, I'm not an individual in my race. I'm part of the group. And I don't work like that. You know, we pick and choose what we want to be a part of and we don't want to be a part of. We pick and choose what we're going to criticize or not criticize. I'm not that kind of dude. I point out whatever's right and whatever's wrong. I'm equal across the board. And I just tell it like it is. A lot of us, we look over everything else, and then with something, I guess, that means something personal to me as an individual. Oh my God, we need the laws to change. We need to do something different. We've been needed laws to change. We had people before us who was trying to change it, but y'all called them haters. They were trying to tell y'all about this rap music. And I've had to rechange my thought, go back to Sister C. Dolores Tucker. She might have had a stake in Warner Brothers music or whatever, but she tried to tell us about Luke Campbell and all these folks. We like, no, we want to pop that coochie, hey, pop that coochie, bitch. We want to do all that. And then they put it under the guise of free speech. And technically, that's right. But what about morality and loyalty to your race and care for your race, though? See, that's where the part that we're not paying attention to. These Negroes don't care. They'll use a constitutional right to be a nigga, which actually hurts us. Because they only give niggas these huge platforms and put them global. Because there's a reason behind it. They don't push our doctors and our lawyers and our people who are succeeding, the people with power. They don't push them globally. They push. Y'all notice they push all the Sambos in our race. These white corporations, they love to push that. They'll push a gay black dude all day long, but a strong masculine brother with conservative views, If they push him, they can push him with devil horns on. He's a hater. He's anti-this. So, anyway, he probably was a pretty decent dude. But again, he was my favorite out of all three of them. He had the most talent, in my opinion. And they showed pictures, allegedly, where he was just standing off to himself and them jackasses broke out. But into that fight. And it was said that dude shooting pistol, part of his camp shot him. And I'll let conspiracy theorists do their thing, I'm not going to get into all of that because plenty of videos will come out talking about, no, really, man, he was a setup, man. No folks, man, all that. I'm not into that. Because my thing is talking about our behavior. How can we, as black men, come together? Even, not just when a rapper dies, or somebody famous, but we got black dudes that's dying that's not famous every day. In Chicago, Memphis, Detroit, all the major urban areas, they're dying. We don't have this outpour of concern for black men then. I'm just over that shit. I'm concerned every time. All these people with these huge platforms that can make a difference don't say shit. But as soon as one of their fellow celebrities died, now they want to call meetings and do all this. Y'all, please. How about why don't you do it anyway? Because the reason a lot of them don't say nothing, because they're down with that same system that's got these rappers out here looking stupid and attacking our race, attacking each other. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on and on. I just want to get that off my chest because I need us to change the narrative, change the conversation. Black rappers, they don't represent us as a totality. We have a lot of actual future lawyers, future doctors, future researchers, future husbands, legitimate fathers. We're out here dying over foolishness. who are trying to do right. You know, no, they're not these celebrity rappers. They're not pushing poison. They're not trying to go to school. You know, they're trying to help their families out. They got their little after school jobs, or they're in college trying to make it in college. You know, people like that, you know, at least the smart ones join the military, get the fuck away from the foolishness. At least the smart ones got their passports and leaving this motherfucker, getting away from that community. At least the smart ones are moving to the deep parts of the suburbs and not looking back. Yeah, like black men cannot be friends. Well, we can. We just have to find other black men who have like-mindedness. Because if you're a black dude that still likes to shoot dice under goddamn light poles, bruh, get a new friend. If you're a black dude that's got millions of dollars and you're an NFL player, no, NBA player, platinum selling rapper, but you around here going to the strip club and leaving the strip club driving drunk, you a dumbass. Or driving your car fast as a motherfucker, you're a dumbass. When you become rich and famous, there is a place for you, and that's away from the regular people. You can't stop trying to prove when you worked your ass off to become famous and non-regular, that you try to prove to people that you still regular. You're a dumbass. Stop doing what regular people do. It's like a king and a queen of a kingdom around there twerking with the peasants. It's stupid. Man, it don't change me, man. The money don't change. It better change you. Education's supposed to change you too. When you got a master's degree, a PhD, or a bachelor's degree in a hard-ass major like science and engineering, you're supposed to be different than the regular folks. Because you put the work in, you did the reading, the writing, the conversation, the all-night studying, the hair pulling, and everything else. You're supposed to. Yeah. But I digress. I'm going to close by saying this. You know, there's about 16 to 17 million black men. Rappers only represent not even a full percentage of a percentage. So needless to say, that's not my concern. And I wish people stop flooding up all the social media sites and all the news with goddamn rappers that die by their own goddamn guns, by their own hands. But we got too many young black men in junior high school, in high school, in college, who are doing the right thing. I need the white media, I need the black media, I need social media to turn their attention to these black men. Damn them funk-ass rappers. Damn them little thug-ass NBA players and the little thug-ass NFL players. Let them have all the Instagram bitches and tattoos and checking in with gang members and shit. Stupid-ass Steven Jackson. These niggas are sad. But, yes, I use the N-word a lot, but I'm speaking about behavior. But I know it's no excuse for it, so I'll take the hit for it. And I'm working on myself not to use it. I don't use it normally. But, you know, I'm trying to reach a particular group, you know. Trying to reach a particular demographic as well as my college educated and beyond. So I'm the middle ground man. I can talk to everybody. But I'm using the N-word so I can really emphasize there's a difference between N-words and black people. And I don't mind saying that. Do I think one is better? Yes. Do I think eventually we all need each other because anything can happen to all of us? Yes. But when it comes to who I want to celebrate, I don't celebrate niggas. I only celebrate black men who are doing everything by the law, by the state, federal law, number one. Number two, who are doing things morally appropriate, who are showing self-respect and dignity in whatever they're doing. If they're the garbage man, they're the street sweeper, they're the teacher, or whatever it is that they're doing, I respect them. You know, I don't have nothing for. I don't have too much for the enemies of my race. And the enemies of my race are not just Jews and white folks and Hispanics. The enemies of my race are the very Negroes who push the same practices of violence and destruction on their own race. Those folks are the enemies of my race who look just like me, but they're doing just as much physical, mental, and verbal damage, structural damage to my race than any Jew, any Hispanic, any Latino, any Caucasian, any Arab can do. So now I'm gonna close. Again, y'all mess with me on my book. It's a pretty good book, man. I mean, a short story. For those who've already purchased, I appreciate y'all. And I thank you for your feedback. Because I really mentally eat off of your feedback for the book. I appreciate it. So again, it's only $10. Hit your boy on the Cash App, $ Rico the Opinionist, OPINIONIST. And what else? If you hit me on the Cash App, please send me an email address so I can send it directly to you, because it's in a PDF format. And we can talk again in the future. And so let's start celebrating the black men who are alive, who are doing the right thing, and let the folks who down with that rap shit, let them be mourned and all that, and all that shit. So y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to y'all later. Peace.